Oh. I mean, I'm trying not to, jump here yet, but I know like a lot of people, like I'm not getting anyone that I don't know. I'm still struggling with that cold Instagram stuff because I'm still freaking figure it out. So apparently the reason why I couldn't figure out the thing Megan was explaining is I haven't done a single story. I've been just putting onto my Instagram page, which I thought it was one and the same, and apparently it's not.
But hey, that's how we learn. And I can't wait for you to be on stage at Summit when you're telling that story.
I know. I know. And I'm psyched, right? So if I get the following month, then I get a free ticket. Is that how that works? Nice.
Are you on Shaco or the Performance Stack HD?
Meaning I get it every month?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I had one girl, she got 90 PV, but she wasn't on Home Direct of Shaco. And so it missed her first month of hitting Success Club.
Okay.
So you're not going in and ordering it every month, it just automatically ships to you?
Yeah.
Well, then you're good. Because I had a girl just go in every month and just order it.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And from my end, it looked like she was good because I see her order. I don't know, it's not HD.
Yeah.
And we missed her first month of Success Club because of it. So I'm like, no. Yeah. So cool. You're good. So yeah. So one more and then you'll have free tickets, test group, all that stuff.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
It's Mallory and I still talk about it. And we're like, if we had those perks now, like you guys do, then it would be so different. It's worth the hustle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys, Mallory is, I think by far that when you had said, could she hear me or no? She can? Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, there you are. So when you had just said sign people up as a coach, that has now I think I need 2 more people and then I can start building down. Cause it's 4. I have my husband, I'll have my mom, and then I'm going to kind of build them after that. And then I feel like that's how I'm going to, I know.
Yeah.
There you are.
Go. Don't stop. Just keep going.
I know.
Yeah.
And
if you tell yourself that you're going to be a solid diamond by the 2021,
so I kind of feel that I might end up going and leaving when I'm just a diamond, because I feel like some of the coaches might not continue with their monthly stuff. So then they might drop off to be a coach. Cause right now, again, they're doing it. If they don't like any of the supplements or whatever, they might take it away type of thing.
Yep.
So when you get to a solid, what do you mean by a solid diamond?
Like people who enroll are people that stick. Mm-hmm. And in order to find people that stick, we have to be the ones that stick. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you already sticking is leaps and bounds ahead of someone who says they want to start working a business, or even start their own fitness journey. That's one way. So it's people that stick. And then a solid diamond is basically not falling from diamond, because we can be a lifetime diamond of holding it for 6 weeks. But then if we fall off, it doesn't matter because we're not building. So keeping that solid foundation. And truly they say, when we hit emerald every single month, we hit diamond. And I was going to go into this a little bit later, but we're here. Where when we hit emerald every single month, it's diamond, it does become a natural cadence. However, it is more difficult to hit diamond and stick it if we go at that slow of a progression. It's truly hitting emerald every week, every 2 weeks to every 3 weeks.
That's just getting a coach and a coach.
Yep.
And then getting like going down. So is that like me also getting a coach and a coach, or then like I've got Jason and my mom, so then them getting a coach and a coach too?
It depends on who's inactive and who's active in your downline. It's you overall getting a coach and a coach, because then you'll place them where they need to go.
Yeah.
But the reason why Success Club 10 is so important, which is 5 people every single month, because if it's 2 people, and 2 people, you're automatically at Success Club 12, which is over Success Club 10. So you're not only hitting Emerald, you're hitting over Success Club 10. You're getting an increased bonus every single month, and extra Success Club points, because you're hitting that benchmark every single month. And then on top of that, by the time people funnel in, because it's through every different pay period, let's say you get 2 people, 1 pay period, 2 people, another pay period, 2 people, another pay period, 2 people, another pay period. If one person from this pay period falls off and one person from the third period falls off, you just have that extra foundation of anything. So Success Club 6 and Emerald every single month, sure, like that is if we want to be a hobby coach. But being and wanting to make this a job and really wanting to do this, it's Success Club 10 minimum, and really Emerald every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's the hustle. That's where we got to be. And then as we continue on with that hustle, within that first year especially, we find the people that stick.
Yeah.
And then we find the people that we want to build with. And then it goes from there. So it is definitely like one thing, because I know Megan asked, like, what is like the period between like Emerald and Diamond? Like, what does that look like? Like, what is that? And I was really trying to come up with something like nice and like unicorns and butterflies. And it is ugly. There's stress in it, because you're learning how to do it. It's like you're starting a business. But in that beauty of that chaos and craziness, you learn a routine. We learn how to live our lives with our significant other, with our family members. It might feel imbalanced for a while. We might feel strung out a little bit. But that's what it is for a little bit. Who's going to make a 7-figure business off of no stress?
Nobody.
Right. Nobody.
But like in my head, I'm just like, so many people have come at me, go Roden and Fields, try to sell that stuff, or try to sell, this. And I don't have a passion, because honestly,
Same.
I use CeraVe. That's my routine at night, So I don't have that passion. I enjoy working out, and it has made me smile again. And in my head, I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make 7 figures. I don't know how long it's going to take me, but
we'll be there.
And I do it.
Mal, I see you. Heather, yes, go. Yeah. It's real. It's just, you gotta go. And really 2-star is where the beauty starts happening, and where you get to start really thinking about like, okay, do I need my other job or not? Is when you get to 2-star. So diamond's like the beauty of getting to diamond and holding diamond and keeping diamond and building diamond gets you to 2-star, because you've hustled so hard to just keep diamond, and you've figured out how to keep it and hold it. Next thing you know, 2-star just happens.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm pretty psyched for this adventure, ladies. Definitely. I'm all in.
It's pretty cool. I'm excited for you. Congrats on Success Club 10. That's awesome.
I know. I'm like, I keep trying to refresh it just to be like, hey, why are you still at 8? Yeah. I signed up 2 more people, actually.
I know you're in there. You're in there. Yes. Oh, congrats, Boo. That's awesome.
Thanks.
And I think I see Nikki Bartels on here. I don't know if you called in or if you zoomed in. You're probably like sleeping in the dark or something, because you just had a baby.
Yeah, what's up?
What are you doing?
I was feeding the baby, so that's why I wasn't on video, but hi.
Hey girl.
And here's the new babe.
Oh my word.
Way to go.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah,
Oh, such a
things are
cutie.
good. Crazy,
Well, you look great.
but thanks.
You do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
thanks. Yeah, I'm like actually already back at like pre-pregnancy weight, and definitely think it's all because like Beachbody, like I worked out the whole time, Beachbody program. So for sure the reason why it's been easy to bounce back.
Yeah.
Holy
How long
shit.
And like
for?
cannot wait to start the next program. So I like technically won't be signed off yet, but I feel great, and yeah, so can't
How
wait.
long how long ago did you deliver?
uh 11 days ago.
Okay. My only input, just is because this is what I do. I've had a lot of people come back because are you doing the running? Is that what
um
your goal is
Thinking
to?
about it, yeah. So with my first, so I have two boys. This is my second. With my first, I just started like walking,
Which is
and
good.
started slow, and then eventually, yeah, got back to running. But so I figured this program would be good just because you can kind of choose your, you know,
Density.
moderate, hard walking, that sort of thing. So
The only thing I would say, if you jump into being pretty hardcore, like if you were to do MBFA or something like that, pretty much that 6 weeks is when your body gets
yeah,
kind of back together a bit. And
for
if you do
sure,
it a bit too soon, you're going to start bleeding heavily again. So you have
for
to kind
sure.
of weigh those. And if you start to feel like you're bleeding more, that's okay. Just
Back it
ease it
up.
down. It's
Yeah,
not like you're doomed. It's just
yeah.
your body is just
And
going
she's
through.
up in Chicago, so she can't blame it on a shark attack. So
Yeah.
Totally.
no, that beautiful 6 week mark with our cervix and female body parts is
Right.
lovely.
6 weeks.
Yeah, 6 weeks. It's like cervix is like, I like the 6 weeks. Let's stay there. Don't
I
move.
remember I tried to do it and I was like, what the? Like I was barely bleeding again. And I'm like, no. Okay, fine, I'll listen. Because nurses are the worst patients.
I can only imagine. I'm my
That's
own worst
hilarious.
patient. Okay, I'm gonna pull up this calendar, but basically for everyone just popping on real quick, we we were talking about the difficulty in hitting diamond. It's really it's not just emerald to diamond, it's getting to diamond and going to 2-star. And I don't want to sugarcoat anything when like it's easy, like, because it's not. It's a hustle. It's not. It's hard to say difficult because I can do it now because I've done it before. I've done it in my other business center. I did it in less than 5 months. Like I got my second business center to diamond in less than 5 months. I got my first business center to diamond in less than 5 months. And I've held diamond. I've stuck diamond in both. It's a hustle holding it. It's not necessarily, but the hustle to get there also is the same hustle that we have to have even after we hit it. And even after we hit it, we have to continue on with that hustle in order to get to 2-star. So like hitting emerald and hitting success club every single month it's beautiful. And that's what we should be doing minimum in this business. But to get as quickly as we want to, if we want to get to anywhere quickly, getting to emerald every single week, getting to emerald every other week, or getting to emerald every 3 weeks and hitting success club 10 is truly where the beauty is in this business. And a lot of that is getting really real with your own story on social media. Like, why are we working out? Like, because I want to, like, if the reason why you want to work out is because it helps you from, and this might sound so vain, I'm just using this as an excuse, but it's like, if you want to be someone that's like, I work out so I don't get fat, like, if that's who you are to your core and that's why you work out, own it and post about it. Like, if that, you know what I mean? I work out because it's good for my brain. It's therapy for me. I don't know how to not work out because I've been doing it forever, but also mostly when we work out, we have a significant amount of blood flow that also, it obviously circulates through our body, and it also goes into our cervix. So when our cervix has a solid amount of blood flow and it's not cut off, HPV can't really increase there, things like that. So I also work out in order to keep a healthy cervix because of my past issues. So there's like, what is that reason? And then spread that shit like wildfire all over your social media. And really own your story. Bring your story into why you do the things you do daily into your social media. So you have people in your inbox asking, what did you do to reverse your cervical cancer cells? I had stage 0, stage 1 cervical cancer 2, or I just had it. I'm thinking about doing the leap. What did you do? Having people in your inbox asking you like, hey, how did you lose 15 pounds? How did you lose 30 pounds? How did you get so happy? How did you get off your thyroid medication? How did tell me, like, I know that like I hear some things about how you did it, but I want to know more. Like finding those people who are like, I hear your story, but like, I need to talk to you about your story because I'm in your same story and in your same situation right now. So finding those people like, and I like Joanna, IBS, like you have IBS, right? So like own it. Like so many people have IBS and I'm seeing so many, like I look up like cervical cancer stuff and like IBS is like attached to it. And I'm just like, I'm like doing all the research of why it's connected. So like TBD, but like to talk about that, like what you're doing daily to keep away any flare-ups, how you're doing it, why you're doing it, is like if you're falling asleep at a certain time to like maybe help with IBS, maybe falling asleep at a certain time to help with thyroid. What does sleeping do for our health, for my cervix? Like what do all of these things that we need to do in our daily life help our story? So what are all these health things that doctors are always saying to do, but how do they help our story? Sure, we know to work out 4 times a week, 30 minutes. Weightlifting's good, especially for women as we get older, to prevent osteoporosis, all that fun stuff. But how does that help my story? And then we share our story. Like, what about me is that helping versus just health? That's cool. But like, what about my story? I want to talk, you know what I mean? So like owning your story and bringing in all of those little celebratory things that we get to do for ourselves, being coaches, so we can show others that they can do it too. So diving into that and having people in your inbox talking, asking you for help because they see themselves in your similar situation as well. And because of that, when I was going from emerald to diamond to 1-star to 2-star, there had to be a really big gut check on my social media about the stories that I was sharing. And it wasn't just like family photos and like giving nothing but like positivity. Like positivity is cool, but like I'm not here to be a motivational speaker. I'm here to change my own life and I want to inspire others to make a change in theirs, right? So I want to give them tactical steps on how I've changed my own life versus saying the universe has got your back, which it does, sure. And we can say that, not saying like it's not okay to say that. Like you can absolutely say that, but it does have our backs. But like how and why? Why? Like what about our story have we changed in ourselves to help other people? So getting from emerald to diamond, letting your story out and bringing in bits and pieces of it, along with promoting your next group, along with talking about how you only have so many spots, being bold enough to say cutoff is in 2 days and you don't have anybody in your own group, but yet you're saying deadline's in 2 days. What's that going to do? You're going to hustle to get people in that group. So in 2 days, you can show up on your stories and show that there's names in your group in 2 days. Right? That urgency of I got to get my shit together and I got to let other people know that they got to get their shit together too. We're in this together. So owning the story that you have and why health is so important, in addition to being excited about where we're going and creating a sense of urgency with it. And then the action behind it. Nikki did a live video in Beatnik the other day about, she was like, you got to show up to work. You got to go to the restaurant. You got to invite. You got to follow up, you got to put your feet on the ground, because if you don't go into work, what is all this, right? So if people are seeing that you're posting on your stories and you're sharing your story and they can relate to you, but then you also say like, hey girl, like, thanks so much for liking my post. It's, you know, I'm sharing my journey. It's always a little nerve wracking, but I'm here to help in any way. Or you want to help them on this journey too. And that person might be like, oh my God, yes, please help me. I don't know, like, I don't know what I'm doing, but you, like, you're at inspo. I want to do exactly whatever it is. Right. But like, we just got to say, hi, you can sit with me over here. Like, hi, new girl to my, you know, to my store. Come sit down, have a glass of champagne, let's talk, right? So all that fun stuff. So it's really, really like getting majorly focused on your story. And I like, and I could probably tell every single one of you what your story is, but you're also going to have to feel confident enough to own it and talk about it on your social media regularly, while also creating an urgency to get people to make a freaking move. That also is scary. And here's a really fun thing too, that I also figured out, creating that deadline of like 2 days, this is the deadline. I can't wait to work with all these new people in this group. I'm so excited. Meanwhile, I have no one in my group, but yet I want everyone to believe that I do, right? So 2 days to get people in this group. 2 days, I only have 2 people in my group. Well, guess what? I figured out how to reword some language and make another post saying, because I had so many people inquire about my group, I am extending my group for 1 more day only, 24 hours. And boom, there was an influx of people. So giving ourselves a deadline, and I promise you'll figure it out when you do that. Like, give yourself that, like, I will do this by, like, when you start a 5K, like if you sign up for, like, we're all signing up for 5K soon, right? But like in an actual marathon, when you like pass that finish line and you're like crossing the finish line, right? Like, you're starting, like, once you start, like, you can't just like bail, you know, even if you bail, you actually have to like go under or over a hurdle to get like outside of the racing lines, right? Like, it's still hard to get away from it. So like, give yourself a deadline, give yourself that sense of urgency. Like, I have from here to here to hit this. I don't know my like timeline that I'm going to hit it, but like, I know that I have to cross it at this point in time. And this is like the very last time I have before they like start opening up the streets again to the public. Right. So like, giving yourself that urgency to make shit happen and no backing out, right? So that's a little bit of like owning the story. Where are we going? Getting excited, deadline, all that good stuff. So I'm going to now pass this over to a little pick monkey, and we're going to talk about just some specific dates real quick. So we have, so it's Tuesday. On Monday, this 30-day program launch happens. Okay, before I dive in, does anyone have any questions at all or thoughts?
Will you be posting this in the page or like make it bigger somehow?
For sure.
Okay, thank you. I just can't
Yeah,
see it. My computer's little. Thank you.
No, it's okay. It's I think it's like Zoom and Pick Monkey like don't work well together or something. But I will absolutely download it and upload it there, and you'll be able to see it way better. So here on the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, the very like the second thing down, we have our coaching program launch. So next week we have the group program launch. And then the week after that, we have a What is Coaching sneak peek. The week after that, we have customer launch, which is also prep week to the 30-day kickoff. And then the 26th, we're starting. And then we have all of November. So we have basically all of October to hit Success Club and Emerald repeatedly. Like when I said I wanted to start getting really serious about going 2-star, like I was like, I'm hitting Success Club every single week and I'm going Emerald every single week. Like that was just what it was. And that's just what was going to happen. Not saying that has to be your goal, but depending on where you want to go with this, that is what I did for me. And that's what's worked. So going into November, we'll obviously still be doing the 30-day kickoff together. And then we're also, and Mallory had this awesome idea of doing a 3-day reset following Halloween. So, which I think is awesome. And we can totally do a 3-day reset while also doing a program. They say not to, but that's for wusses. And I think everyone in here is still worked out while doing 3-day reset. Let's be honest. So the coolest thing that I think is with that, by doing a 3-day reset, if you want to, or if you don't, at the end of our program launch and at the end of our What is Coaching sneak peek, we're going to be giving away a 3-day reset. So it's going to be an incentive. Not only are we giving away, you know, a discount typically with the What is Coaching sneak peek to be signing up, but also whoever signs up is going to be in the drawing for a 3-day reset. So I think that's exciting for anybody that maybe just signed up for the program launch and they're in our coaching sneak peek group just because they can be, because they signed up for the first week in our coach launch, and maybe they want to get 3 or 2 3-day resets, whatever it is. We're going to be giving away those only in the first and second week, not during the customer launch. We're going to have too many things to think about, especially with prep week for that group and getting ready to go. And then it's basically like the last week that we're going to be enrolling for people to join us. And then the last week of October, obviously kicking off the 30-day reset. Tribe-wide reset is going to be the first month or the first week of November. And then the cool thing is we're going to have transformations from that, from all of us. And we're just going to be spreading them like wildfire. And then we're going to be able to use those transformations to promote What is Coaching for the next week. So next week, What is Coaching? And then we have another 2 weeks to finish up our program and get people enrolled for our last group basically in December. So this is basically the calendar of programs and team things going on, but also, and I will upload this, and you guys probably can't see this, but now in between here, I've had inviting to 30-day breakaway coach launch group, promoting this at a discount on my social media and with friends. And then the next week, like this is what I will be sharing and posting about every single day on my social media. So I have this as like ideas, because if we don't know what, again, like if we don't have an urgency of what we're inviting to, it's just going to be a clusterfuck. Like, and no one's going to understand. We're going to wake up every single day like, I got to do this again. And we're not going to have that gusto with wanting to go to work, because we're not going to know what to invite to, what to do, how to do it. And if we have all of these programs laid out and we know exactly what we're inviting to every single week, we can't lose sight of, and we know our story, and we know what our business goals are. We won't be able to lose sight of what we're going for, nor do we have time to get distracted with any negative thoughts, nor any negative people, or any other like little shit things that we think that we might need to do. Like, do we need to do like this calendar over here, or this calendar over here, or like this graphic over here, or this, like, no, we don't, have we talked to 10 people today? Then no, we don't have time to do that. Right. So it really, when we have things in line and what to invite to, and if we haven't hit our goals yet, we shouldn't be doing anything else. So that's why definitely getting this calendar, I needed to get this calendar like done and written out. So, because I felt myself, because I've hit Success Club 14 like on day 10 of this month. So like I was like, okay, like I started like just twiddling my thumbs a little bit and was like, Lynn, get your shit together. Like, you're not where you want to be yet in this business. Like, focus, right? So obviously signed up a few more people after that, because I was like, realized that I was my own worst enemy sometimes, right? But sometimes we have to give ourselves a kick in the ass and be like, I didn't do what I said I was going to do. And that's because I don't have a plan yet. And when we have a plan, we know how to execute it. And it gets even better when we have our story down and we know what we're going for in our business goals. So yeah, you guys, so that is, I will drop those right now, Mallory, into the group. And so you guys can have that. I'll just post underneath the graphic. Do you guys have any questions? I went to one of your booty yoga classes during my 3-day yeah, see, you can, yeah, this is why this was Mallory's idea, because she was like, I've done the 3-day refresh while doing booty yoga. It's fine. Shit's insane. Oh, cool, guys. Love your faces. This is not to get into any debate whatsoever, but who's about to watch the debates? You know, well, yep. I'm gonna write a post, watch the debates, finish this, and hit the hay. Nikki's like, I'm watching it. I'm watching 2 things right now while feeding a child, while working out.
Nikki, you're my hero.
For real.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, good seeing you ladies.
So good to see you. Freaking impressed. Allie, what program are you all doing after this hybrid? We don't know. Might take a week or 2 to just kind of do whatever. I don't know. Might continue to do the hybrid. What do you think?
I did the legs check and how much
Kicked your ass?
Yeah.
Big time. Big time. He's amazing. I love him.
really glad that you added him in here because
Oh no, I can't hear you. Can you guys hear?
No, sounds like a robot.
Kinda. Shoot. I just love him all. Yeah. He's my heartthrob. Sorry, Justin. Okay, we're gonna not record.